the past few days, because we left this place. And I said, Chairman, are you sure you want to take me along with you? And he said, no, I'm sure. The President Mark said you should come with me. And I said, oh, well, that's fine. Now, normally when I travel with him, we use the state protocol. We don't go through the normal airport. So he said we need to go through the normal airport today. So obviously, naturally, I got a bit worried because I've got a warrant of arrest issued out from in a different country. So I'm getting really scared here. So I'm thinking, as soon as I've given them my passport, the lights are gonna go flashing. So he said, Frank, don't worry about it. Everything's okay. So I've gone onto the plane and we've flown 3 hours into it. They had a conference in 1969 in Tanzania, in Marangara, and they were not South Africans in that room. They were Africans. They had a meeting in Kabwe, a strategy and tactics meeting in 1985. That was not the South African National Congress, but an African National Congress. So when we're in Madagascar, we're still in South Africa. But this is the thing. Life is about generating arguments out of issues so that you can perfect the issues. Now, coming back to the financial issue, he and me sat down after being I dealt quite a big blow with one of the SADC representatives. But anyway, we then spoke about financial literacy, and we said we want to empower our people, empower them financially, empower the base financially, because we have political liberation in this country. But unfortunately, we don't have the same level of economic liberty amongst our people, amongst people that we come from, amongst people that we speak to. And it is this financial literacy issue that we now need to embark on. And it's not my duty, it's not his duty, it's not Rosaline's duty, it's not Pat's duty, but it's every single person's duty to address this issue. Because when 1960, when we had the problem and the riots, and they formed the Mkhonto Sizwe. They formed it because they were sick and tired of what was happening. And I think there's a lot of people in this room and who are linked to a lot of people in other places who are sick and tired of what we may call poverty. We spoke about poverty, and the only poverty that's allowed is the ones for the nuns, because the nuns have to vow that they vow. So I think, on a more serious note, I say to Mr. Murray, I think we should put money in this course and set it up, and with Rosaline's blessing, have a partnership with the people in our group and allow them. I'm happy my Chinese friend is here. Why am I happy? Because there are programs between the Chinese and the Bangladeshis. There are programs between the Chinese and the Indians where they sell equipment, agricultural equipment. Human developmental issues are also very important because it's a part of financial literacy. We need to work with our governments for them to also give us access to some of the raw materials that we need. We'll provide the cash, they provide the knowledge, and we all grow as a family into financial independence. A banking community is us in this room. So today, with the blessing of Rosen and all the protocol observed, we would like to form what was then the Revolutionary Council, but today it's a new Revolutionary Council. A Revolutionary Council in the financial sector. And with your blessing, Rosen's blessing, our chairman's blessing, and all protocol observed, would like to launch that on the 16th of March, 2012. And make it a very important day, so that when we come back together, we will see people who have grown, who we have given money to, who we have partnered with. And all the details of the Constitution will be drawn up through various meetings with the parties concerned. And we will make sure that people with their ideas, people in the city of Johannesburg, will come and they will not have funding, and we will arrange that funding for them. And when they get this funding, they will create capacity. Capacity will create employment. Employment will create taxes for the government, the state that was being spoken about. And the domino effect, at the end of the day, is a richer community, a richer South African ANC community. Now, if you agree with me, put your hands up. Thank you very much. That is the fundamental thing that we need to concentrate on. If we do not concentrate on our finances, then we're going to be locked outside the room. So I think that's really what I wanted to share. Thank you for giving me the time. I hope I didn't take too long, but the debate will continue. Thank you very much.